Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that teaches the development of self-control, rationality, and virtue as a means to achieve a tranquil and content life. Its teachings have stood the test of time and continue to be relevant in our fast-paced modern lives. Now, before you dismiss this as just another historical philosophy, let me assure you, Stoicism isn't a relic of the past. Stoicism, often misunderstood as a mere ancient philosophy, is, in fact, a reservoir of timeless wisdom. It's not a collection of dusty manuscripts confined to history. It's a living philosophy that has the power to illuminate the darkest corners of our modern lives. It's a timeless wellspring of wisdom, as relevant today as it was in ancient times. As we delve into the depths of Stoicism, let's uncover its gems, principles that can guide us through the complexities of the 21st century. Stoic Principle 1. Understanding what's in your control. Think about your typical day. Picture this. You wake up, get ready, and step out into the world. A bustling city, the honking of horns and the constant hum of life. Suddenly, it feels like things are happening left and right. You spill your morning coffee, hit unexpected traffic, and it seems like the universe is throwing curveballs at you. Frustrating, right? Ever had a day like that? What would you do if you were in that situation? You've got this coffee stain and now you're stuck in a traffic jam. Here's where the Stoic wisdom comes in handy. Imagine you've got this invisible checklist. On one side, you've got things you can control, and on the other, things you can't. The spilled coffee, the crazy traffic, that's on the can't control side. But, and here's the cool part, how you react to it, how you handle the situation, that's all in your control. Imagine taking a deep breath. Instead of getting all worked up, you accept the situation. You grab some paper towels and try to clean it up, and use that time to reflect or listen to an inspiring podcast and maybe even turn it into a funny story for later. By focusing on what's in your control, your reactions, you transform a stressful situation into an opportunity for personal growth. Now, why does this matter? It's like having a superpower. When you realize what's in your control, you become the superhero of your own story. Instead of getting stressed about the spilled coffee or the traffic, you get to decide how you respond. You become the boss of your own day. Take a moment to think about your day. Can you identify moments when things felt a bit out of control? What was in your control in those situations? How did your response make a difference? Stoicism is like having a guidebook for these moments, helping you take charge of how you navigate through life's adventures. So, there you have it, the first Stoic principle in simple terms. Understand what's in your control. This principle encourages us to let go of unnecessary worries and instead concentrate on our own thoughts and behaviors. Life is a bit like a game, and you get to decide how you play. You become the master of your own game. Life might throw surprises your way, but with a bit of Stoic wisdom, you can turn them into your own plot twists. Stoic Principle 2. Embracing virtue. Imagine virtue as your life's GPS, guiding you through the complexities of the 21st century. Virtue isn't an old-fashioned rulebook. It's more like a compass pointing toward a good life. In the modern world, virtue means making choices that are not just about success, but about being a good person. Stoicism places a high value on virtue, emphasizing qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By aligning our actions with these virtues, Stoicism guides us toward a life of moral excellence and fulfillment. Now I get it. In our lightning-fast world, embracing virtue might seem like a challenge. The hustle and bustle can make us feel like we don't have time for those moments of kindness and thoughtful decision-making. But let me share a secret with you. Virtue isn't about adding more to your to-do list. It's about infusing meaning into the things you're already doing. Consider your daily routine. In the rush of life, pausing to make a virtuous choice can feel like hitting the brakes on a speeding train. But here's the magic. Virtue doesn't demand more time. It transforms the time you already have. Picture this, you're running late for work and someone drops their papers. In the fast-paced chaos, you choose to stop and help. That simple act is embracing virtue. It doesn't take extra time, it takes an extra ounce of kindness. Now, let's bring virtue into the family arena. In a world where schedules are packed and everyone is rushing, kindness within the family often gets pushed aside. But what if we rethink virtue as a family value? Picture a regular evening. Dinner is a rush, everyone's on their devices. Embracing virtue here might mean setting aside those gadgets, having a genuine conversation, and truly connecting. It's not about adding time, it's about making the time count. Think about this. Virtue isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. In our speedy lives, virtue becomes the anchor that prevents us from getting lost in the chaos. Imagine a day when everything seems to be going wrong. Work is stressful. The traffic is unbearable, and you come home feeling exhausted. Now, instead of letting that frustration spill over, you choose a virtuous path. Maybe you share a smile with a neighbor, or you help a family member with a task. In that moment, virtue becomes a powerful force, transforming a challenging day into a tapestry of small, meaningful victories. Virtue isn't an extra burden, it's the remedy for the chaos. In the whirlwind of our modern lives, embracing virtue might be a challenge, but it's a challenge worth taking. It's about making each moment count, infusing everyday actions with kindness, and weaving a tapestry of virtue into the fabric of your life. Stoic Principle 3. Acceptance of the present moment. Have you ever found yourself lost in the labyrinth of worries about the future? Do you believe that the constant fretting over what's to come will change the outcome? Is it possible that our relentless pursuit of tomorrow blinds us to the beauty of today? The present moment is like a special time when we can really feel and experience life. Every step, every breath matters. Stoicism says we shouldn't always be worried about the future or stuck in the past. Instead, we should pay attention to what's happening right in front of us. Life, according to the Stoics, is like a changing garden. Just like flowers bloom and then fade away, everything in life keeps changing. Understanding that things don't last forever helps us feel free and not get too upset when things change. Stoicism also encourages us to pay attention to the small things in our daily lives. Like, instead of just drinking our morning coffee without thinking, we should take a moment to really enjoy the smell and taste. It's about finding happiness in the little things we might not notice. Think about this scenario. You find yourself on the shore, the sun casting a warm glow, the sky bright and clear. The rhythmic melody of waves caresses the shore, a calming backdrop to the canvas of nature. You feel the cool touch of sand beneath your feet, and the air is thick with the salty scent of the ocean. As you immerse yourself in this idyllic setting, the world around you seems to slow down, offering a chance to appreciate the simple pleasures life has to offer. The gentle breeze whispers through your hair, and the sun's warmth on your skin becomes a gentle reminder that this moment is a gift. The waves, like nature's lullaby, guide your thoughts away from the worries of tomorrow and yesterday, urging you to be fully present. The idyllic scene is suddenly interrupted as someone rushes past, nearly knocking you over. The initial shock gives way to a moment of reflection. In this interruption, you realize the significance of embracing the now. Instead of dwelling on frustration or annoyance, you take a deep breath, grounding yourself in the current moment. The incident becomes a poignant reminder that life is a series of unpredictable events, and it's our choice how we respond to them. Choosing to live in the now means appreciating the beauty around you, feeling the breeze and reveling in the sensory experiences without letting the hurried pace of the world steal the joy of the present. Wisdom guides your response. Rather than dwelling on the disturbance, you choose to let it go. Wisdom recognizes that holding on to the negative energy won't contribute to the beauty of the moment you are experiencing. This is not about being weak or letting people run all over you. It's the ability to discern what battles are worth fighting. As the Stoics would say, it's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. As Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, aptly puts it, the idea is simple yet profound: to be present is to be alive. In our pursuit of the future, we risk overlooking the richness that surrounds us right now. In this idyllic beach scene, Stoic Principle 3, the acceptance of the present moment becomes a guiding philosophy. It's not about dismissing the importance of planning for the future or reflecting on the past, but recognizing that in this very moment, life unfolds its true essence. Stoicism teaches us that being in the present and not fixating on the uncertainties of the future is not ignorance, but a conscious choice to savor the beauty of the now. So, it is all about realizing that the present moment is super important. It's not just about going from one thing to the next, but really enjoying what's happening right now. By doing this, we can be happier and more content in our lives. So, let's take a moment, look around, and enjoy the simple but awesome things happening in the present. True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future, as Seneca eloquently puts it. In conclusion, it's not about ignoring responsibilities or the troubles of life, but rather approaching them with a clear mind and a heart free from unnecessary anxiety. The passerby who rushes past becomes a metaphor for the fleeting nature of life, a reminder that amidst the constant hustle, we have the power to choose how we engage with each passing moment. The Stoic philosophy provides us with timeless principles to navigate the complexities of our lives, offering a path to greater resilience, wisdom, and contentment. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.